All right, so the class actually will start in just a few minutes. So yeah, just be patient. Today we are going to discuss about the MRSM, the Modern Math paper 2. Yeah, I hope we actually have enough time to actually finish the paper. But I don't think I will discuss all the questions, especially in paper 2. The sketching part, actually, I think I will skip it. Me draw the plan, so you all have to go to practice yourself. Of course, if you do not understand, I can actually teach you some technique, but then, yeah, we'll see how later. Actually, I see here actually showing I have 16 viewers from my YouTube also. Yeah, thanks for joining this live teaching. All right, I guess we can almost start. So, yeah. Okay, so I will share you the screen. I hope all of you actually can see the question. Yep. So first, make sure Sean and Tasha, can you actually see this paper? Yeah, this is MRSM 2016 tri-paper, paper 2. Is it okay? If all of you can see this paper, then I will going to start it. I will start my screen recording first. Just wait for a while. Okay, so I will start in 5 seconds. 4, 3, 2, 1. Right, so today I'm going to discuss about MRSM 2016 tri-paper. This is paper 2 for SPM Modern Math. So let's have a look on the first questions over here. So yeah, you should know this is a set questions, and then the question says the Venn diagram in the answer space set P, Q, and R is such a universal set is P union Q union R. That means P union Q union R, that means PQR is everything. You shouldn't have any area outside of PQR. Right, so on the diagram in the answer space, shade the set. All right, so they ask you to shade this one. So Q complement, Q prime, or some student call Q prime. Q complement intersect R, means outside of Q, we're going to intersect with R. So if outside of Q will be everything outside of Q, let me use the green color represents outside of Q. So the outside of Q here, you have to see which part actually intersect with R. You see carefully, the green color one intersect with R is only this part, isn't it? Because the other side actually is intersect with P. So this one should be your final answer, mean you only share this part. So that's mean outside of Q, Q complement mean outside of Q, we're going to intersect with R. Just like this, it should be very easy. And then for the second part, P intersect R complement, mean you have to do whatever inside the bracket one first. So let me just do P intersect R. P intersect R is the middle one, and then complement means outside here, mean not the middle one. Alright, so this part actually will union with Q. That means I will shade whatever Q. Because this is union, so I don't need to erase anything. So this one is all the region I have to shade. Just in case you're not sure, I can just shade it one more time. I mean, this one should be all your area. Yeah, because it's union. Unless it's intersect. Intersect, we have to erase those parts we do not want. But union means you don't need to erase. Whatever is included, this is the answer. Okay, so let's move on to the second question. Danny want to fence his Botanica gardens, which is rectangular in the shape using a barbed wire. So the total length of the barbed wire used is 42 meter. That means I know the total length is 42 meter. So okay, so let me just draw out a rectangle. Okay, so the length of the fence is 5 meter more than its breadth. So therefore, if the breadth over here, I call it x. If the breadth over here, I call it x. So I should know the length should be 5 meter more than the breadth, isn't it? So it will be x plus 5. So if over here, I'm going to call it x. So therefore, I know from here to here, this one should be x plus 5. So since I want to frank everything, that means I need to find what is the total parameter here. So that means I will have double, because here I have another x plus 5, isn't it? I should have double x plus 5 plus I should have double x. Then I get 42. So therefore, I should have 2x plus 10 plus 2x equals to 42. Then I have 4x equals to minus 10, which is 32. X is just equals to 8. That means if your breadth is actually 8 meter, so that you know your length will be 13 meter because just plus 5. So therefore, I know my breadth is just equals to 8 meter, and my length is just equals to 8 plus 5 meter. So which is 30 meter. Yeah, the question asks you to find the length and the breadth for the fence. So it should be very easy. So if you have questions, please stop me. If not, I will just move on. Okay, a group of the angler is planning to fish at Canyo Lake. So the cost of cattling a houseboat is 3,000 ringgit Malaysia, and they share equally. And at the last moment, 5 of the anglers cancel the trips, resulting each of the remaining anglers have to pay 30 ringgit more. So the situation is represented by the equation. So basically, you don't need to worry about what the sentence trying to say. You just need to understand about this equation, because whatever the 3 sentence here say actually represents by this one. So how many anglers are still going for the trip? That means you need to find the x, because x basically is the number of anglers. So therefore, you just need to solve this equation and then find what is the answer of x. All right. So yeah. So if you understand this, so I will just show you how I solve this equation. So I will just basically copy down the thing first. So I have 3,000. Yeah. X minus 5 minus 3,000 over x equals to 30. So I want to solve this equation to find the answer of x. So what I will do it here is, since the denominator is divided by x minus 5 and divided by x. So that means my whole equation, I multiply x and x minus 5. I multiply whatever you see on the denominator. So what I will do is this one. You imagine you have to imagine that. So I will use blue color to help you imagine, just in case you can't. This is x plus 5. I multiply this one for every single one. So here will be x plus 5, and minus 5. Oh my bad. X minus 5. So here is the same thing. So this one is x minus 5, and last one here also is multiplied with x minus 5. So why I choose to multiply this thing? Because I can straight away simplify without worrying the denominator. You see what happened? X minus 5, I cut. I left an x here, multiply with 3000. So I have 3000x. Right, so x and x I can simplify. I left this thing. So it will be minus 3000x. So negative 3000 have to multiply for both. So it plus 15000. And then equals to 30 going to multiply this one. So it will be 30x squared minus 150x. Right, so what I will do is I will simplify this one and then trying to solve this thing. So x squared minus 150x minus 1500. Then I will divide 10 for the whole equation. I get something look like this. And then I'm trying to factorize this thing. Okay. And x, I try to use, let me see. 1500 can divide by what number? Okay. Yeah, I think 25 and 60 will be good, isn't it? Okay. Here be 60, here be 75. Yeah, this is minus, this is positive. All right. Yeah, basically, I can divide 3 again to simplify this equation to become x squared minus 5x minus 500. Then it will be easier for you to actually simplify. Then like this, you can use like 25 and 20, and then you will get negative and positive. But both actually will give us the same answer. It doesn't matter. All right, so for this one, since they're equals to 0, so you should know x plus 20 is equal to 0, or x minus 25 is equal to 0. So x is equals to negative 20, and x is equal to 25. But since this is human, so I will never take the negative value. So I will say, therefore, I have 25 angle. All right, so yeah, you might wondering if you didn't simplify, can you get the same answer? Yes, you do. So this one is x minus 25 equals to 0, x equals to 25. But for this one, 3x plus 20 equals to 0. So 3x equals to negative 60. I mean, x is still equals to negative 20. So you find actually, even you simplify or you didn't simplify, you will still get the same answer. Okay, this is what I'm trying to say. All right, so yeah, let me just move on to the next question. Okay, first you have to know this one is a 3D plan. So diagram 4 will show a triangular base. Okay, pyramids, and BCD is a horizontal plane. All right, so BCD is horizontal plane, obviously. And ABC is a vertical plane. M is a midpoint of BC. So the height of the triangle ABC is 5 centimeter. So basically, I know here should be 5. And B to C is 24. Since M is a midpoint, I know here will be 12 and 12. All right, then, yep. And then the question tells me these two is the same length. So what I will do over here is I need to calculate the angle between the plane AB, ABD, and ACD. That means ABD should be this plane, and ACD should be AC and D should be this plane. That means I need to find the angle between these two planes. All right, so I know the angle actually is between. Now it's very hard for me to actually tell you where exactly it is, but I try my best. So I will actually stop the screen recording for a while to actually show you what the question trying to means. So you just imagine you have two planes look like this. Okay, this one is what the question trying to say, but then of course this two is a rectangle one. So actually it's very obvious for you. You just imagine if two of this one is a triangle. I mean, yeah, it's very hard for me to show you this one is a triangle. But just try to imagine if this one is a triangle. I mean, it's a triangle, and this one is a triangle. Look like this. I mean, triangle. And this one is a triangle. So you should know the angle between here, is the same with the angle between at the back here. So that's mean both of these ones should have the same angle. Okay, you just imagine this one is a triangle and this one is another triangle. They are both is the same triangle, and then the angle between them is on the middle. It's on the middle here. So you should know something is the angle on the middle here, at the front here, is the same with the angle at the back here. Okay, I just try my best to explain. So let's come back to this question. Okay, so therefore I actually understand is something here is like the angle between here. I mean, maybe I use blue color. The angle between here is actually all the angle between here will be the same, isn't it? So therefore, but it's very hard for me to find the angle between on the middle. So actually, I will just find the angle B, A, and C. I will just find the angle B, A, and C. Means I want to find the angle B, A, C. Okay, this is the whole idea of this question. So if you can't see, this one actually is considered KBAT question if you can't see it. But if you are able to see it, actually it's not too bad, because actually we have a right angle triangle here. So I actually trying to, this is the angle A, B, and C. I want to find the angle on between here. So what I will do is I will actually try to solve one of the triangle first. So since I have this one is 12, this one is 5. So if I want to find one of the angle here, and then I multiply 2, then I can get the whole angle BAC. So I will just use tangent here, because I actually have like opposite over adjacent. Then I can get my angle easily here, which is like shift tangent 12 over 5. So which is 67.38. So here is just double of 67.38. Then I just multiply 2 using the calculator. You will get 134.76. All right, this is how I find this one. So should we minus 5? What do we mean by minus 5? It's not about this question, isn't it? Yeah, this question is just like this. You don't need the minus 5. Yeah, it's for the question 3. Why are you going to minus 5 here? Yeah, there's nothing to do with minus 5 here. Because of, okay, because you see at last the 5 of them actually cancel the trip, right? Actually, they already minus 5 of you. So the 5 of them cancel the trip is over here. X is already minus 5. So you actually, you do need to actually, oh, because 5 angle, oh, how many? No, this equation is represents the people who are going. So you don't need to minus 5 for your final answer. Means if you find the value of X, the X itself already represents the person who are going already. Because they already minus 5 here. So that means the X you find here is a remaining angle. Right, I hope I do answer your question for Sean. Okay, so yeah, I hope you actually can see this question, because a lot of students is trying to find this angle, and then you will find out there's no way you actually form a triangle there, and then there's no way you find the angle. So the easiest way is to find the angle A here. Right, this is the idea for this question. So let me just move on. Okay, number 5. Okay, 5A is very hard for me to actually prove you, but of course I know the answer. Complete the statement in the answer space to form a true statement by using or sum. Okay, square matrix. What is the meaning of square matrix? Square matrix means the matrix going to square it. All right, it doesn't mean that. Okay, if A is A, B, C, D, okay, square matrix that means is A square. So A square, it doesn't mean you get A square, B square, C square, D square. It is not. Right? A square, that means A multiply A. That means matrix A multiply with matrix A. So then you will actually do something like horizontal multiply vertical, and then you multiply. At the end, you will still get some, maybe I would say E, D, F, G, something like that. E, F, G, H. Right? So you will get some other answer. It doesn't matter. That one doesn't matter at all. But then, okay, over here, they says the square matrix has an inverse matrix. Okay, we want to know is have inverse matrix or not. It's very depends on the AD minus BC in your formula. Right? That means if the AD minus BC is equal to 0, then the inverse matrix, it doesn't exist. So what I will say over here, I will use sum. Because I believe definitely have some number when they actually multiply together, they will still get the value AD minus BC equals 0. Yeah, because there's no way we can prove that we can't get 0. So therefore, I will use sum in this case. Yeah, so then, yeah, this is the reason. Of course, means, okay, what I'm trying to mean is okay, what I'm trying to mean is something like this. Maybe this is, I don't know. Let me just give a number of 3, 4, 6, 2. Let's say this is your A square. Mean after A square already, you get this value, and then you want to do the inverse for A square. Okay, that's when you want to do the inverse. Then what you do is you actually do 1 over AD, which is 3 multiply 4 is 12, minus BC minus 12, and then you do 4, 3, negative 6, negative 2. But since 12 minus 12 is 0, and then when you do 1 minus 0 in your calculator, 1 over 0 in your calculator will tell you this is math error. So that means there's still possible you will get the matrix like this. Depend what number is that. All right, so yeah, so since I can't say all the square matrix will have the inverse matrix, will have the inverse matrix, so I will just use the word sum. All right, that's mean in your exam, if you're just not sure, then you just use the word sum. Yeah, I hope I do correct about the square matrix. Yeah, maybe I should go to do some research. Yeah, because square matrix is actually, it can be means 2 multiply 2 is a square matrix as well. Yeah, if I'm not mistaken. But just give me, it's like 5 seconds. I actually try to Google what's the square matrix. It's not mistaken, it's just 2 times 2, 3 times 3, 4 times 4 only. Yeah, I'm trying to go to Wikipedia. What is square matrix? Yeah, it seems doesn't help that way, so let me just go Google, it's better. In mathematics, square matrix is the matrix with the same number. It's the same number of row and column. That's me. Yeah, then I'm correct. No, I just thought something wrong just now. So yeah, actually square matrix is just mean 2 times 2 or 3 times 3 or 4 times 4. This one is mean square matrix. Right, so yeah, so that means you can have A, B, C, D, E, F, G, H, I. Okay, this is called 3 times 3, right? This one we call square matrix. It's not like the matrix A multiplied matrix A. So yeah, so this one is a square matrix. All right, then this one is a bit out of my knowledge, so I would say this one is a bit tricky. So yeah, because as what I know, if 2 times 2, you can do AD minus BC. But it's 3 times 3, the inverse will be very complicated because I learned it like long time ago. So yeah, so I can't actually prove why actually not all the square matrix have inverse. So this one actually, okay, this part actually I will go to do some research. If I find out why, then I will make a short video for that to tell you why it's not all the square matrix have the inverse. Because it's 3 times 3, the formula is not AD minus BC. There actually is something like you have to break this one down here and break this one like this, and then you have to take some value from there. Yeah, actually you can go to YouTube. I think Khan Academy do actually teach about this thing, about how to find the inverse matrix for 3 times 3. But 4 times 4, 5 times 5, all those are actually is out of my knowledge. I'm so sorry about that. So, but anyways, let's move on to the second one. Write out the converse of an implication for the following antecedents and the consequence. So yeah, state whether it's true or not. So let's say if I want to do the converse, I will actually try to say if B union is B is a subset, is B is a subset of A, then A union B is A. So B is a subset of A, that means B actually is inside the A. So A union B actually equals to A. So if A union B is actually the whole thing here equals to A. So therefore, this is true. Okay, so yeah. So let me just move on to the next one. Okay, the previous two say the M angle is not the 45. So size M is not equals to cos M. So I can say if M is equals to 45, then size M is equals to cos M. Then after I write this one, actually I trying to continue. So I said if M is 45, then sin M will equals to cos M, because sin 45 actually equals to cos 45. Both also is 0.7071. So therefore, if M is not equal to 45, definitely sin M is not equal to cos M. Yeah, it makes sense. Or you can actually flip over to right. I think you will get correct or not. Also, it's just like 2 mark over here. So let me move on to number 6. Okay, in the diagram 6, the straight line AB is parallel to the straight line DE. Okay, so they are parallel over here. So BC is equals to CD. This is same length. All right, so the equation of the BD, B to D is given. The equation over here is 4y equals to 4x plus h. I always think this kind of equation is not useful. So what I will do is I try to make it into a y equals to mx plus c. So I will divide 4. I move my 4 to the other side, so I will be over 4 and over 4. So therefore, this equation, if I simplify, 4 over 4 is 1. So this one should be my equation. So from this equation, at least I have some information. My gradient is 1. And my vertical intercept is h over 4. All right, yeah, it's very unclear there, so I write right here. My c is h over 4. That means this is my c, isn't it? Y-intercept. So h over 4 equals to 6. H equals to 24. All right, okay, I haven't read the question actually. Yeah, find h, it's very easy. And find the equation of DE. So since now we want to actually find DE, they are parallel, so I will actually find the gradient of AB, because I know gradient of AB will be same with the gradient of DE, because they are parallel. So therefore, I will just do something like 4 minus 0 over negative 3 minus negative 6. All right, this is gradient of DE. So therefore, it should be 4 over 3. Right, since you have the gradient already, the next thing is you will need to have a point. So I will need to know what is exactly the point here. So this one you actually will need some common sense here. Since here actually tell us these two is the same length. So if here, I mean from B to C, it's basically they are moving 6, 6. Do you see that? They're actually moving here 6 unit and moving up 6 unit. So that means they're going to do another 6, 6 here. Another 6 unit, another 6 unit here. So therefore, I know the coordinate D over here should be positive 6 and Y is 6, 6 also. All right. Yep, this is correct. So since I have the coordinate D already, so I will do Y equals to 4 over 3x plus C to find equation of D. So I will substitute the 6 into the 6 into x and y to find my C. So therefore, my C is just equals to, this is 2, sorry, A, negative 2. So therefore, my equation is y equals to 4 over 3x minus 2. All right, this is how we find the equation of D. I hope you can actually understand that. Okay, so yeah, if no problem, then I will just move on to the next one. Okay, diagram 7 will show a particle A traveling at a uniform speed 75. So obviously uniform speed all the while. And then particle B accelerate uniformly from rest, means from 0 he keep on increasing the speed to 100 in 20 seconds. Obviously it's mentioned here 20 seconds. So find the rate of change of the particle B in the first 20 seconds. That means you need to find what is the gradient. I say the rate of change basically is the gradient over here. So yeah, I will just say rate of change of speed is equals to the gradient. Gradient, I just use the gradient formula. This coordinate called 20 and 100. This coordinate is called 0, 0. But when you do the gradient that time, you have to measure this is meter per second and this one must be in second. Because sometimes if the question trying to trap you, here they actually give you something like km per hour. But then here actually they will give you the minutes. And then when you do the rate of change of speed, you will get a very weird answer. Because minute and hour, they are not the same. So you have to convert the minute into the hour. Then only you can do it. You have to always make sure they have the same unit. All right. This is just in case the question trying to trap you. So if not, I just do the normal one, 100 minus 0 over 20 minus 0. This is how we do the gradient. So the rate of change of speed is 5. All right, very easy. So the time for both particles were traveling at the same speed. So at what time they actually travel at the same speed here is over here. Okay, this one is the tough one. Okay, so it's over here. Over here, we do not know actually what is the x here. But since we know about the y, if I substitute the coordinate into that, this one is basically is called x75, isn't it? For this red color coordinate. So what I will do, what I understand is since the gradient is 5, I will just use the gradient formula. So I say 100 minus 75 over 20 minus x. Yeah, y minus y over x minus x is equal to 5. So therefore 25 equals to 100 minus 5x. So 5x is equals to 75. X is just equals to 15. Yeah, so therefore, they asked us about at what time, so I know it's at the 15 second. All right, because x over here is actually 15 second. All right, so you must get the idea. You can always use the gradient to do because the gradient is a constant value. So you must get this idea. Yeah. So if you understand this one, then I will just continue to actually move on to the next one. So the time of when the particle B overtook the particle A. All right. This question is tougher than I think because just now when I see this question, I just skip. I thought it's very easy. Okay, so what I was trying to do is I want to find their distance. I want to know their distance, and then because I want to know at what time exactly they will time when B is overtake A. Okay, so let's see. I'm not 100% sure how to do, but I can try to do. Okay, let's see the first 20 seconds. What is happening over here? Okay, for particle A, this is the total distance they travel. So it's basically 75 multiplied 20. Now I'm saying about distance traveled for particle A. So in the first 20 seconds, so here is the first 20 seconds, particle A travel at 75 times 20. They basically travel 1500. Okay, it's overtake. Do we need about distance to find the overtake? Or they actually say the speed is overtake? Blah 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 blah. The both particle is at the same speed. Okay, so I guess find a time when B is overtake A. I guess it's something to do with the distance. I don't know. Okay, let's try and see. For particle B, first 20 seconds for particle B actually is a triangle. So if you see that, it's basically half multiply 20 and then multiply 50. 100. So it's 1000. That means in the first 20 seconds, actually the particle A travel further than the particle B. Yeah, if both of them actually start at 0 at the same time. So I want to know when actually they will overtake. So what I will do is, since I know overtake basically means at certain time both of them will have the same distance. I do not know where is it. So since I do not know, I'm going to call it X. Okay, but why I do this one is I confirm it's more than 20 seconds already. Because if you can confirm it's more than 20 seconds, why so important is I can actually see the shapes of the, because I need to find the area, so I can actually see the shapes. So for particle A is basically is the rectangle, but for the particle B you can actually see it become trapezium already, isn't it? So I'm going to call this value is X and then see what's happening. So that means at certain time both of them should have the same distance. So what I will do is I will find the particle A. Particle A is, let me use blue color for particle A. Particle A is just a rectangle. So it's just X multiplied with 75. So I can call it 75X. It's 75X. Well, equals to particle B. Okay, particle B is a trapezium, will be half A plus B. This is A and this is B, isn't it? So A is basically is X minus 20 and B is basically is X. And then multiply the height will be 100. So if I find out the value of X, I know at that time both of them will actually travel the same distance. So the time beyond that, actually particle B is travel further. Because if you see the diagram, you know actually B is actually travel further than A. All right, you have to understand the concept of area lah. So this one is just simplified left 50, and then this one is just 2x minus 20 multiplied with 50. So this is 75x. So this is 2x. So here will be 100x, and then minus 100. So therefore, 1000. Yep. So therefore, I minus here, I have 25x equals to 1000. So yes, so x is just equals to 40, isn't it? 1000 divided by 25. Yes, it's 40. So that means at the 40 second here, both of them will travel same distance. So therefore, the particle B actually took over the particle A after the 40 second. So time is equals to 40. Yeah, this one is like quite tough because I seldom see this question in SPM. All right, so anyways, it's very interesting. Yeah, actually this kind of question can help us to actually think more. So I hope you actually can understand that. So yeah, so let me move on. Okay, number 8. Diagram 8 show the remaining solid after a cone is removed from a hemisphere. So diameter of the hemispheres is basically 12. Yeah, I mean radius is 12, diameter is 24. So the vertex of the cone actually touch the surface of the sphere. So yeah, remaining cone. So basically you can see, actually remove this one. You will see a cone here. So actually you remove the whole thing here. So the remaining one actually is in the blue color. This one is the remaining one. So what I will do here is basically I will use the hemisphere to minus the cone. This is all the idea. So basically what I will do here is I have to know the radius. The r equals to 12 because diameter is 24. R is just half of it. And then the height of the cone, the height here is 12 also because this is sphere. So therefore I just use the sphere's formula. So hemisphere is 2/3 pi r cube. Pi r cube minus the cone will be 1/3 pi r square h multiply another 12. Right, so yeah, this one is a remaining solid. So therefore you just solve this one and then you should be able to get the correct answer. Yeah, for Humi, you want to leave first, no problem. Yeah, you can go to rest first. Good night. Okay, a bit off topic here. Okay, let me just continue and then I will just just press the whole thing and then see what's the answer we will get. Multiply 22/7 and then multiply 12 cube and minus 1/3 multiply 22/7 and then multiply, this is 12 square multiply 12 is 12 cube also. Yeah, I will actually get my answer is 1810.29 centimeter cube. Right, just like this. Right, so okay, so yes, definitely I will post it on the YouTube. And actually, when I'm doing live, the YouTube will post it for me, but I will repost it, no problem. So yeah, this one is just like this. Use the hemisphere to minus the cone, but make sure you remember all the formula. All right, so okay, let me move on for this part. Okay, so for this part, the diagram 9 actually show a plans of the lanes OAFEDC for mini splash water projects. So ODE is a sector with a center O. Yeah, so obviously you know this is sector, it's very obvious. And then OAFE is a rectangle. Yes, and then OABC, wow, OABC is allocated for swimming pool, and ABEF is a children playground, and D and BCDE is the reflexology section. Okay, anyways, yeah. So it's given that the B is a midpoint. All right. Okay, so and the angle of COB is actually 1/3 of the angle of AOB. AOB over here, we know the angle here is 90 degrees. So since this is 1/3, this one should be 30 degrees. Okay, just use the 90 degrees divided by 3. Read the question when you're able to, you will know what I mean. Yes. I just try my best to actually, yeah. Okay, so yeah. Hemisphere, so that's why, but there is. Okay, is there any discussion going on? They didn't say the both of them are same length. Oh, you all still on this question? Because this is sphere. If this is spheres, the height actually will always same with the radius. The height actually will always same with the radius if this is sphere. Okay, so yeah, this one actually is some sense. And then the question actually this sentence actually tell you that the height of the cone actually will touch the vertex here. Yeah, this is the purpose. Okay, so yeah, since let me just write down the cone formula also. It's 1/3 pi r square h. And for the sphere, the whole sphere is 4/3 pi r cube. But then hemisphere means half of it. Half of it, that means you have to multiply half. So therefore you got 2/3 pi r cube. All of this is for volume. Okay, so yeah, this is just sort of a formula, just in case some of you do not understand that. All right, and then yeah, some students might actually confuse why here is 90 degree, because the question says it's a rectangle. Rectangle, we say rectangle, basically we know all the four corners is 90 degree. All right, this is the idea. Okay, so let us come back to this question. Okay, so A to B is 22 centimeter. Okay, they tell us the arc AB is 22 centimeter. I guess the purpose of this one, they tell us the arc length, is to help us to find the radius. Okay, so is to help us to find what is the radius. All right, so yeah, definitely I will find what's the radius. So find the length of the wooden fence needed to fence a swimming pool. So that's mean now actually they are interested on fencing the swimming pool. So basically you need to find the parameter here. You need to find the parameter of the swimming pool. All right, so without doing so much thing here, so what I will do is I will use the arc length. So since I know the total angle 30 plus 90 will be 120 over 360 multiply 2 pi r. R is the unknown, will equals to 22. Okay, this is the angle to find the arc length. All right, angle over 360 multiply 2 pi r is a formula to find the arc length. Okay, just in case you do not know. So the angle is 120. So I just apply everything into here. Pi, when they say 22/7, mean you have to use it. You cannot use the pi in your calculator. Okay, so yeah, so therefore, yeah, I will just simplify it. Yeah, this one is 1, this one is 3. This is 44. So it's 44/7 equals to R equals to 22. So R equals to 22 multiply 7/44. So R is just equals to simplified to 3.5. Or you can call it 7. 7/2 is 3.5 centimeter. Okay, in this case, meter, sorry, it's not centimeter. So since R is the midpoint, I should know the total here should be double of it. So the A to F should be 3.5 multiplied 2, which is 7 meter. All right. Okay, since this is radius, so I know here is 3.5 also. Because the R is 3.5, isn't it? So that's mean both of these ones should be the same length. All right, so here is 3.5 as well. So just to make sure you understand that. So now I want to find a wood fencing need for the swimming pool. That means I need to find a parameter. So since I know here is 3.5 and here is 3.5, and then I will have the arc length is 22. So I will just say is 3.5 plus 3.5 plus 22. So it will be 27 meter. It's quite simple for this one, but you have to know you have to find R first. And the area of the children playground and the reflexology section. All right, so that means they want the area for the green color part and the yellow color part. So what I will do is I will find the total area, the sector plus the rectangle, and minus the area of sector. All right, this is the basic idea I will do. So, okay, just in case you just not sure about how to find the area of sector, yeah, I will just write down the area of sector formula for you. Area of sector, just the angle over 360 multiply pi r square. All right, so yeah, so I will actually find the total area. That means total area is this area, this sector, plus the rectangle. Okay, then I minus the swimming pool area. Okay, this is the idea. Yeah, this one is the blue color one, and then this one is the whole thing lah. Whole thing I going to call up. Okay, this one is the blue color mixed with the green color. I just too free for coloring. Okay, so and then this one is a blue color. Okay, I don't have yellow here. I'm not sure why, but I have the yellow highlighter and the yellow here. Okay, interesting. Okay, so let me just find the total area since we know the information. So yeah, the sector on the top is quite easy to find. So I will just say it's 30 over 360 and then multiply with 2 pi r square. Sorry, multiply with pi. Pi is 22 over 7. R is R for this one, for this big sector, for this big sector should be 7. Okay, 7 square. Okay, so plus the rectangle, everyone know how to find rectangle, 7 multiply 3.5. All right, and then both of the answer, I will minus the swimming pool. Swimming pool will be 120 over 360 multiply pi r squared. R is 7 square. All right, then I can get the final answer. So it's 29, not 27. Oh, you mean the parameter just now is 29? 7 plus 22 is 29. yes. I don't know why I'm so stupid. So yeah, thanks for that. Yeah, just for some correction. Yeah, just now the parameter of the swimming pool, isn't it? Yeah, the parameter for the swimming pool, because yeah, this is 3.5 and this is 3.5, and just now we know the arc length is 22, so it's 7 plus 22, so the parameter should be 29. Okay, so 29 meter, it's not 27. Okay, so yeah, let me move on for this one. Okay, so this one simplified should be 1 over 12. All right, so I will say 1 over 12 multiply 22 over 7 multiply 7 square, and then I will plus with 7 multiply 3.5, and then I will press equal first, and then I minus 1 over 3 multiply 22 over 7 multiply 7 square. Oops, this one is not 7 square. What am I thinking? This is 3.5. This is 3.5. So this one should be 3.5 square. Okay, so minus 3.5 square. So this one should be, yeah, your final answer should be 24.5 meters square. That means this one is these two areas plus together. And I don't think you will need to find the arc length for CB or BC, because it's not useful over here. Yeah, because the swimming pool, you just need to know. Oh, yes. The AB over here is from A to B only. Yes, I got the question wrong. Yeah, because A to B is 22. We still need to find B to C. That means we almost do the whole question wrong. Okay, this question is more tricky than I think. Yeah, so let's redo the whole question. Just forget what I thought just now. Okay, so yeah, because this is arc length AB, the question is just so tricky. Maybe I just didn't careful enough. That's mean only here. So that's why this is 90 degree, isn't it? So yeah, 90 degree, if you just do 90 over 360 multiply 2 pi r is equals to 22. So this is 1 over 4. Okay, this is 1 over 4, and then I simplify. This is 44. Over here, 1, here will be 11. Okay, so yeah, r equals to 22 multiply 7 over 11. So r basically is equals to, yeah, it's very big, 14. So r here is 14, here is 14. So the total length here is basically is 28. Yes, because just now I thought it's A to C. So yeah, therefore I got the whole equation wrong. So yeah, since it's like this, I hope this time I do it correctly. Let me just double check. 1 over 4, 44. 44 divided by 4 is 11. Move to the other side, 7 over 11 is 22, 14. Yeah, I'm pretty sure this time is correct. Okay, so then you want to find the parameter of the swimming pool. So that means you need to find the BC. BC, since we know here is 30 degree. So therefore, I will do something like 30 over 360 multiply 2 pi r 14. This is to find this one is to find the arc AB. I mean, arc BC. All right, so therefore, this one is 1, this one is 12, and then, yeah, simplify, this is 1, here will be 6. And then I simplify, this one will be 3, this one will be 11. Yeah, then the rest, okay, this is 1, this is 2. Okay, this is, so top you should have left 22 over 3. Yeah, so therefore the parameter is 14 plus 14 plus 22 over 3 plus 22. Yeah, this one is the correct one. 14 plus 14 is 28 lah. 28 plus 22 over 3 plus 22. Yeah, this one should be 57.33 meter. Yeah. So yeah, so then you use the same idea like just now to actually find the green color part and the green color part and the yellow color part. So you have to use the total sector. I mean total area for the sector plus the rectangle minus the area of swimming pool. So what I will do is I will just do the same thing. 30 over 360 multiply pi r square. The r for this one is 28. 28 square. Okay, so plus the rectangle, it should be 14 multiplied 28. Okay, minus the whole area of sector. So this one will be 120 over 360 multiply pi and then r square. R should be 14 square. Yeah, then you use the calculator, you should be able to get the correct answer. Yeah, so let me just press lah. I just so lazy to simplify it. So multiply 22 over 7 multiply 28 square plus 14 multiply 28 minus 120 over 360 multiply 22 over 7 and then multiply 14 square. Right, calculator tell me the final answer is 392 meters square. Right, let me just check the answer for this one. I just hope I don't keep on teaching the wrong thing on the YouTube here. Yeah, because because sometimes when I do some calculation, I tend to actually make some error mistake. Then students just come to my channel to let me know. So I appreciate that. So, but then I just want to make sure actually I can teach something correctly. So this one, the final answer should be 392. Yeah, it's correct. Okay, good. See, it's correct. See, it's correct. So, okay, so yeah. It's 30 degree, not 32 degree. Okay, so let's us move on. It's 9:30 already. We has been spending 1 hour for 9 questions. So let's move on. So since j multiply k, you will get 1001. 1001 it basically is identity matrix. So if j multiple k, you will get I. That means one of it is the inverse of the other one. That means j can be the j can be the inverse of k, or k can be the inverse of j. Okay, that means if they are equals to identity matrix, they are multiplied, they will get identity matrix. Identity matrix means 1 lah. So then you will get j can be k inverse or k can be j inverse. So I know one will be inverse of one of the others. Right, so the question basically asks you to find the values of w. Okay, then I will just do some. Yeah, you can actually multiply it if you want. But if you understand the inverse, you can straight away do that. So I will do the k inverse. So it's 1 over AD, which is negative 12, minus BC, 5W, is actually equals to negative 3, 4, and then negative W, and negative 5. All right, since I know the whole matrix here, I know the whole matrix here is should equals to the matrix J, because just now I just show you they are the same. So you can actually see some relationship here. This is negative 5, this is negative 10. This is 4, this is 8. This is negative 3, this is negative 6. So they are double, right? So therefore, I can know negative W should equals to double of it. So should equals to 10. So W should equals to negative 10. Yeah, you can do like this. Or if you understand double actually mean this one is 1 over 2, then you can do that as well. Okay, just in case you do not know this, okay, we just mark down the answer and then see if I use another method, can I get the same answer? Okay, so but because a lot of students tend to straight away do this, so let's do it. So negative 6, 5, negative 10, 8. And then k is 4W, 5, negative 3. Then you will get 1001. This is exactly from here, and then you can just multiply like this. All right, so you should know how to multiply. And then this is negative 24 plus 25. All right, so the next one, this one should be negative 6W, negative 6W minus 15. All right, so okay, so negative 6W minus 15. Then I'm pretty sure just now what I do is wrong because it doesn't seem correct. Okay, never mind. Negative 10, this is negative 40. Negative 40 plus. Can I copy the question wrongly? No, right? JK. Okay, never mind. Let's finish it. Negative 40 plus 40. And then this is negative 10W. And negative 10W, and then this one should be minus 24 equals to 1001. And this one is 1, definitely this one is 0. So therefore, I know negative 6W equals to 15. W should equals to 15 over negative 6. So W should equals to negative, divide 3, 5 over 2. Yeah, if negative 10 minus 25 equals to 1, negative 10W. So negative 10W equals to, my brain is just automatically function. so weird. Equals to 1. So this one equals to 25. W equals to, yeah, negative 5 over 2. Then I'm pretty sure just now I got wrong, but how possible is it's wrong? K inverse 1 over AD minus BC, 1 over AD negative 12 minus BC W equals to dA at negative. Oh, because I have to multiply this thing into it. I haven't multiplied this thing into it, so therefore I got the things wrong. Yep. So yeah, do the inverse one actually is actually quite complete, quite confused. That means you have to multiply this one into 4 of this one, then only you can do the comparison with Z. So if let's say I try to multiply it into it. So if I multiply -3, I should get -6, isn't it? So therefore, I will do something like this. 1 over -12 minus 5W multiply with -3, I should get -6. And then move the -3 to the other side, I should get 2. It's 1 over -12 minus 5W. Then I trying to solve this equation. So this equation is, I should swap place. Here is 1 over 2 equals to -12 minus 5W. So then 5W equals to -12 minus half. So 5W equals to negative 25 over 2. So W equals to -5 over 2. Yeah, that's correct. Yeah, I guess using this method will be easier. Yeah, using this one will be easier. I will recommend this method. Okay, so yeah, the answer is -5 over 2. All right, so yeah, you just multiply and then you just do some comparing the position with the position. All right, so okay, so let me move on. Okay, hence using the metric method to solve this one. So what I will do is I will basically take out a number, -6, 5, 8, -10. 5, 8, -10. And then, oops, cannot take like this because why? Yeah, this question is just trying to trap you because I always want to check, make sure this is same R and same S, but in this case, this is not. So you have to rearrange them, become the same. So I will say 10 minus 10R plus 8S equals to 19. That means I group them. R, if you want R as the first place, you have to make sure here must be R as the first place, okay? And S is the second place, so you have to make sure this one S is the second place. Just here, what I'm trying to say, there must inline. All right, then only you can take the number. So this one I can say this is -6, -10. This is 5, and then 8. And then since it's R first, so R is on the top, S second. So you get 12, 19. All right, so you must always double check in order to get the question correct. So RS, so I move this matrix to the other side, it will become inverse matrix in front of this 12, 9. All right, so the inverse will be 1 over AD is -48 minus BC plus 50 because -50. And then here actually we'll swap place and these two will add the negative. Multiply with 12, 9. All right, this one is 1 over 2, which I will multiply later. And then now I will do the multiplication. So it's basically 8 multiplied 12 is 96. And then -5, okay, use calculator. -5, 40, 40, 90, minus 90. Okay, this one is 120. This one is 54. 54 will be -114, isn't it? Yeah, use calculator to double check better. Just don't use mentally, yeah, because tend to make mistake. So this one, the top here will be 6. 6 divided by 2 should be 3. This one should be 6 as well, so you get 3, 3 for RS. So therefore, R is equal to 3, S is equal to 3. Okay, and for simultaneous equation, you please do not stop here. Even this one is the final answer, but in the exam, because you will have the time, so make sure you always substitute the value into the equation, see whether correct or not. If R is 3, S is 3, then I will basically try to substitute into my first equation here. I want to see whether I can get -12 or not. This is how I always double check my answer. -18 plus 15. Then that means this is not correct because this one should be 3. Then that means I guess I make some mistake again. Where is the mistake? Okay, 8 times 12 is 96, correct? 5 multiplied 19. Yeah, so I say, yeah, 5 multiplied 19. This one should be 95. Isn't it? 8 multiplied with 12, -5. -5 multiplied with 19, you get, yeah, negative. So this one should be 1/2. Okay, so I say when you substitute back into this equation is so important. Now R is half, S is 3. R is half, 1/2. Okay, so S will be 3. So this S will be 3, yeah. So this one is -3. Okay, then I get 12. Okay, so then I know my R and S answer is correct. So always make sure you just substitute the answer into it. Yeah, then you actually get the correct answer. Yeah, this one multiply this one is 6. You are right, but then I multiply the half into the 6, so therefore I get the 3 here. Okay, just not to confuse you. And the same thing, this one minus this one is 1. And then I multiply a half, so therefore I will get half. Okay, so let me move on. Since the answer is correct, then I can move on to this question. Yeah, let me see how many questions we have. Yeah, we almost reached section B. Yeah, okay, so let's break for 1 minute. I will going to drink some water. Yeah, hope so far so good. Even I make so many mistakes, but then I hope this discussion can still help you to understand that. Okay. Yeah, I hope I can finish in 10 o'clock or 10:15 because I have another meeting later. Okay, so diagram 11 show 3 label card on the back X and 4 label card in the back Y. All right, so it's obviously they already draw out for you. So a 2-digit code is to be formed by using one card from back X and another card from back Y. List the sample space. So sample space means you have to list out all the possibility. So I'm going to list look like this. Always draw this symbol. So for 2, you can be 2, 0. And then you can be 2, 1. You can be 2, 2. And then you can be 2, 3. If I use 3, I mean I can be 3, 0. And then I can be 3, 1. I can be 3, 2. I can be 3, 3. If I use 5, I can be 5, 0. I can be 5, 1. I can be 5, 2. I can be 5, 3. Yeah, this is all the possibility. So I will close the bracket. So I know my number of sample space here should be 4 multiplied 12. I multiplied 2, 3 is 12. All right, so my sample space is 12 here. All right, then I actually there says, okay, by listing down the all possible outcome of the event, find the probability. So 2 digits sum up, you will get 5. So I will list out this one also, because the question asked me to list down. So plus together you will get 5 is 2, 3. Because 2 plus 3 is 5. All right, and then next one is 3, 2. And then the next one is 5, 0. Okay, because both of these, all of these actually plus together is equals to 5. So the number of this event, maybe I call it event A, is just equals to 3. So the probability of A, mean probability of sum of 2 digits is 5. It just equals to event A divided by sample space. So, or you can say event A over sample space. So it will be 3 over 12, which is 1 over 4. Okay, that's all. Okay, the product of 2 digits is equal to 6 or an even number. That means 6 or even number, or I will include here. Okay, so 2 multiplied 0 is 0. So I won't do 2 multiply 1, yes. 2, 1, yes. So I cancel out. 2, 2, yes. 2, 2 is 4. It's even number. So I will just, maybe I don't use too many comma. 2, 1, yes. Okay, so the next one will be 2, 2 because it's even number. Yeah, 2, 3 is even number. Yeah, 2 times 3 is 6. 3, 0, 3, 0 is not. All right, so just cancel out. 3 times 1 is 3, so cancel out. 3 times 2 is 6, so I can include it. 3 times 3 is 9, not. I want even. 5, 0 is not. 5, 1, 5 is not. 5, 2, 10, yes. 5, 3 is 15. 15, which is not even number. So this is all the possibility I have. Maybe this one I call it event B. B is the product of 2 digits lah, or product of 2 digits. All right, so I have 5. So therefore, probability of event B is just equals to number of event B over number of sample space. Since B is 5, total is 12. This one should be your final answer. Okay, so yeah, this probability question is not as hard as you think. Okay, so let's move on to this question. Do I have a graph paper to draw it here? Let me see. Yeah, I don't have the graph paper. So I will just explain this one. I will not draw this one. I get this part, everyone is okay until the last part only. Normally, students just can't do when they ask you to draw a straight line. But okay, so let's okay, this one let's do a quick one. So -2 asks you to find the value of y. So what you need to do is basically you're trying to use the calculator to solve this one. This one should be -8 minus 4 minus 9. So it should be -17, -21. Okay, and then for this one should be 1 plus 2 minus 9. This one should be -6. All right, so it's very easy and it's sort of bonus mark and it's hang on the screen. Okay, so I will do what I always do, but I'm so lucky now only it hang. Okay, so yep, so we've done the part A, then we'll go to part B. Part B, basically they ask you to actually, from your graph, x-axis is 2 cm for 1 unit for x, so that means you have something like 1, 2, 3, something like that lah. And then y-axis is 2 cm for 10 units, so you have 10, 20, 30, something like that for your y-axis. All right, so then you're going to plot all the coordinate and then you draw out, and then you, after you draw out already, I believe you will have a graph which will look like this. And then the question asks you to find y when x equals to -1.5. Then that means you go to find where is x equals to -1.5. And then when you touch the graph, you go to the y-axis to read what is this value. All right, so when y equals to 30, you go to find where is exactly the 30. Let's say here is 30. I don't know. Let's say here is 30. Then whenever you touch the graph, you're going to go down. You have one answer here. You have another answer here. And then you have third answer here. Okay, you read from your x-axis. Okay, this is how we solve C. So you're going to do this one by yourself because it's very easy. Okay, then this one, draw a suitable straight line. To set, okay, this one you have to satisfy the equation. So I say many times, whenever it's straight line or any line you want to draw, you must have the y into it. Means must be y equals to something, but the whole equation here you don't have the y. So now your objective is to bring the y come down to this equation. So how to bring the y? Basically, in order to call it y, you must have x cubed. You have x cubed, yes. You must have positive 2x. You don't have positive 2x, so I will plus 2x. I will plus for both sides. And then you should have the -9. But in this case, you don't have the -9. So I will add a -9 here. So then I will add the -9 here. Okay, now I have all three terms. X cubed 2x -9 is y. x cubed 2x and negative 9 is y. So y minus 13x is equals to 2x minus 15. So y basically equals to 15x minus 15. Okay, this is so-called substitution method. But if you don't like about this method, yeah, I guess a lot of you, your teacher actually teach about elimination method in school. So I just teach you about elimination method here. See whether we get the same equation. So in order to do a elimination method, you have to rearrange your equation here, make it equal to 0. So this is x cubed minus 13x plus 6 equals to 0. Right, the equation is here. I rearrange it, and then I will write here. Okay, so plus 6. So in order to eliminate x cubed, so I will just minus them. You always need to make sure, if you use elimination method, you always have to make sure the y is on the top here. If you write the y at the bottom, mean you flip over these two equations, you will get negative y. And then most of the students were wrong because of that. Right? Always make sure the y is on the top. Alright, so y minus 0 is just 0. It's just y. X cubed minus x cubed is 0. And then 2x minus negative 13x, so it's 15x. Negative 9 minus this one is minus 15. So both actually will give you the same equation. Then what you need to do is, you just draw the straight line by giving two coordinates. So, and then a lot of students ask me what coordinate they should put. So normally the question says x is negative 3 to 3.5, right? So I will do this one for my x, and then the middle I will add a 0. This is what I always do. I will add a 0 for middle one, and then you find all your y value here, and then plot on your graph, draw the straight line, find the intersection point. That's mean you will have a graph look like this. Yeah, maybe this straight line is look like this. So after you draw already, find the intersection point, and then read the intersection point from the x-axis. You will have all your answer. Okay, this is how to actually find the values of x. Okay. So instead of that, can I use the coordinate 0 and 2 in the x column? Yes, you can use 0 to 2. You can use any two coordinate on the x column. Just make sure you actually draw the straight line. Okay, so how can I solve the straight line if the question give function, give fraction in the equation? It's the same thing. If the question gives the fraction, let's say let's say y equals to, let's say y, this is just random example, nothing related to this question. All right, I just seen the student ask, so maybe it equals to it equals to 6 over x squared, negative 6 over x squared. This is y. Okay, so okay. Then you have another equation. The equation gives you something like this: x cubed minus 13x squared equals to negative 6. And then they ask you to actually draw the straight line to actually same thing lah. Draw a suitable straight line and then find the x value will satisfy this equation. Then this one you have to use the substitution method. That's mean what? That's mean in order to get your y, you will need to have negative 6 over x squared. But over here you only have negative 6. You don't have negative 6 over x squared. So what you can do is you divide x squared for every single one. If you divided x squared, you get negative 6 over x squared. What is this? This one is y, isn't it? So this one is y equals to, this one you just divide, you will get x minus 13. So your equation is just y equals to x minus 13, and then you form the table, and then you draw your straight line by yourself. Okay, I hope you actually get the idea for Sean. Okay, then, and another question is, what if this one is not the straight line? In this case, it's a suitable straight line. What if this one is something like, after you solve the equation already, you will get something like 6 over x. This is reciprocal. If this is not the straight line, okay, it means that whenever the x is not the power 1, you still form the table, but then your table should be very detailed. Let's say in this case, I form the table for x and y from -3 to 3.5. I will start from -3, -2, -1, 0, 1, 2, 3, 3.5. Mean I will form a new table for it, and then I find out all of it. Because if this one is not the straight line, you cannot simply plot two coordinates and then you you just connect the two coordinates by your own. You will need at least 4 to 5 coordinates to actually make the curve look nice. But most of the time in SPM, they will give you straight line. But do have some partial actually will give you some other curve. Okay, so yeah. So let me move on to the next question. Okay, what is this? Okay, transformation. This is just another topic I don't really like, but it's fine. Transformation P is a translation. -2, -3, -2 means from here you're going 2 units to your left, and then you're going 3 units go down. Okay, this is -2, -5 mean. All right, so your coordinate will go into here. Okay, then Q is a rotation 180 at the center, -2, 3. R is a reflection on the x y equals to x. So state the coordinates of image M under the following transformation. So the first one is P only. So it's very easy. So it's P only. That means you're going to move 1, 2. Go this side and then go down 1, 2, 3. Your M will be here. So depend how you like to write. Some students is just love to do something like P. Okay, so this is M, or maybe some student will do something like 1, 3, and then after transformation P, it will go to the, what is this coordinate called? -1, 0. -1 and 0. -1, 0. And some reference book actually they do something like this: 1 minus 2, comma, and then 3 minus 3. And then they will actually get this one, because they actually change this one. This one they use to minus the x. This one they use to minus y. But I guess this method is good enough. This is M, this is M image. All right, then we go to the second one. Okay, R is the rotation, 180 reflection on the line y equals to x. Then I will just draw the line y equals to x. So line y equals to x. That means you're passing to 2, 2, 3, 3, 4, 4, 5, 5, 6, 6. So I will go from 4, 4 here, and make sure it's passing to 2, 2. Make sure passing to 0, 0, and -2, -2. All right, this one basically, I guess this one is my line. I just make it slightly longer a bit. And then just in case you couldn't see the line, I just try to change color here. Maybe red color. Okay, now you actually see the line. Okay, so we do a reflection for M. So basically, M will just go down here. Okay, so M is just reflect to here. Must be same distance perpendicular. So what is this coordinate? So you from 1, 3, after the reflection R, you will go into the 3, 1. Okay, yeah, basically y equals to x is very easy lah. If reflection y equals to x, right, that means if you have the coordinate 13, 5, after reflection y equals to x, you just become 5, 13. Okay, yeah, this is the idea, but then it doesn't matter. You can try to solve out by drawing out. Okay, so let me move on. The next one, Q, P. That means do Q first, then only we do P. P will be the second one. All right, so, okay, so we're going to do the Q first. Reflection on the line, the coordinates. Reflection 180 degree, reflection, rotation 180 degree. At the center, -2, 3. Where's -2, 3? -2, 3. So over here, you're going to rotate 180 degree. So it means you're going to rotate to the other side. So this is 1, 2, 3, 1, 2. Okay, here will be 1, 2, 3. So that means I have to go 1, 2, 3. Your M is somewhere here. This is your first M. And then you still need to do the P. P is -2, -3. So that means I have to go down 1. And no, -2, that means I have to go to the, change color. Go to the left. 1, 2, and then come down 3. 1, 2, 3. So your final will be here. So yeah, you can do something like this. This is 1, 3. So after transformation of rotation Q, you will go to 5, 3. And then after transformation P, you will go to -7, 0. Okay, this is how we actually get the mark in transformation. And actually it's hanging a little bit. So before I go to B, I will just restart the OneNote. Okay, this one, I would say it's a bit complicated. I'm not sure I'm correct or not, but then I just did this question just now. Okay, you have the hexagon A, B, C, D, E, F. So you're just trying to find A, B, C, D, E, F. Basically, you will see something like A, B, C, D, E, F. Okay, this is so-called hexagon. All right, so an AP and AP. Wait, okay. Here I actually have a P. The P is just not obvious. APQ. So let me just draw APQ, and then FRSA. So you have two hexagon here. One is in red color, the other one in green color, and then yeah. So A, B, C, D, E, F is the image of the APQ FRS. So under the transformation G followed by H. So they do the G first, then only they do H. Okay, so fully describe what is G and what is F. All right, so that's mean. Now the green color one, they will reflect. Not to say reflect. They will do some transformation. Then they become the big image here. Okay, this is the whole logic of it. So I hope you actually can see that. Okay, so the first idea is, how I rotate the hexagon, the small hexagon, look like the big hexagon. So what I will do is I trying to rotate this line. Do you see this line? A to P. I rotate, go up 60 degrees. Because this is equilateral. It's 60, 60, 60. Triangle also is a 60 degree. Here is 60 also. So that means if I rotate up 60 degrees, what will happen? If this line rotate up 60 degrees, that means my whole thing will actually look like this. If I rotate up 60 degrees, I will actually get something like this. Do you see the idea? If I rotate 60 degrees on the center A, so A is my center point here. So it's on the center A, this is what happens if I rotate 60 degrees. That means from this line, that means all the point actually I rotate 60 degrees only. Yeah. I guess this is the purpose why they actually give you equilateral triangle. So because yeah, they want you to actually know 60 degrees. So basically, you must get the idea. This hexagon, if I rotate 60 degrees to the anti-clockwise, if I rotate 60 degrees anti-clockwise, basically I will get this diagram at the center A. Do you get the idea? No. Yes. Yeah. So if you get the idea, because here is actually 60 degrees. So actually, I trying to rotate this line 60 degrees, go up. That means this line actually, just now it's like this, they will look like this. Okay, so yeah, therefore you will have the new, this one is A, and then this one is your P. Previously your P is here, and then your Q will go into here, and then your F is going to here, and then your R is going to here, and then S will go into here. Okay, so the first thing is, so they'll ask me to write fully describe. I will say G is rotation, 60 degree, anti-clockwise, at the center, A. Okay, then after that, I will actually do the enlargement. Oh, okay, so I will do the enlargement. So enlargement actually is pretty simple. Now, compared to rotation, enlargement actually is very easy. What you need to do is you just connect point to the point. That means I will connect my Q to the C. So if I connect my Q to the C, this is what happened. Okay, let me just use the straight line things to actually let you see that. Okay. And then I will do the same thing for maybe I call, oops, shit. I will do the same thing for some other point. Maybe I connect R's to the E. Yeah. So you will find out, you just connect the image to the object, and then you can actually get the enlargement, the center point. So you know the center point actually at A as well. Right, so I know H is enlargement of skew factor. So you want to know about skew factor, actually it's quite simple. You just calculate here is like 1 unit, 2 unit. Yeah, I don't know whether you see or not. This one I call it 1 unit, 2 unit. All right, so this one is 2. I mean, yeah, here is actually 1 unit and 2 unit. It's so dark. Okay, let me. Yeah, okay. For PQ, for P to Q, it's just 2 units here, and then for B to C, it's just 1, 2, 1, 2, 3, 4. It's just 4 units. So you use 4 over 2. You know the skew factor is 2. So skew factor of, yeah, the H is an enlargement of skew factor, not to say of lah, with the skew factor of 2 at the center A. Yeah, I guess this is the correct answer for G and H. Okay, so yeah, so this question is a bit different because they doesn't give you the square. They actually give you equilateral triangle. So you have to know equilateral triangle, all angle is 60 degrees. Okay, this is something you actually need to know. Skew factor is 2. Yeah, skew factor is 2. Okay, so okay, we still have one last part. I mean here. So basically, they say APQRS, which is the smallest one, is 20 units square. Find the area of the shaded region. Okay, I just never see transformation question can be this hard. Okay, so you should know the 20 cm square is for the whole area here. And then you can actually, if you know 20 is a whole thing, so you know half of it will be 10 and 10 here. So basically here is 10 only. So, and then I want to find the image. Area of image equals to skew factor square multiplied area of object. This is just a simple formula. So with 2 square, object is 20. So I know the area of image will be 40 centimeters square. That means the bigger image here, the total area is basically this image is 40 centimeters square. Here is 10, right? So the shaded region is just 40 minus 10. So it will be 30 centimeters square. Okay, so you must get the idea how to find the shaded region. Okay? Yeah, so Isn't 80? Yeah, it's 80. What, what happened to my math? This is 4 times 2. Yeah, it's 80. So here is 80. And then this one will be 70. Yeah, thanks. same thing. Okay, so can you hear my voice now? Okay, good. Okay, so yeah, let me just finish the one last part. So for just now, what I do just now is basically from the midpoint and frequency, I form a new table here by myself. That means using the frequency multiply the x. So I will get fx. Why I want to get the sum of fx? Because I want to solve the mean. The part B asked me to do the mean. Mean is just sum of fx over sum of f. That means after I find my fx, I plus all of them together, I get this value. Okay, then what happens is I know my total vehicle is 80, right? So I just use 7400 over 80. Okay, so nothing very special here. Then the one last part, they ask you to draw the frequency polygon. So for frequency polygon, this is horizontal and vehicle. Basically, it's very simple. So what you need to do is for frequency polygon, you have to make sure your horizontal axis always using midpoint. Always, all the time you use the midpoint. And then this one you use frequency. Don't use cumulative frequency. All right, you just use frequency. So if you have the midpoint, and then something you have to pay attention is frequency polygon. You have to start at 0. You have to start from 0, and then you have to end at 0 as well. So here you don't have any midpoint for you to end at 0. So you have to add 1 by yourself, which is 125.5. So the frequency is 0 for this one. For this one, because frequency polygon you must start at 0 and end at 0. Okay, so therefore you can just like start from 45.5, then you just draw by yourself. I mean, yeah, I just start this one like 45.5, and then this one will be 55.5, and then all the way to 125.5, and then you just plot all the coordinate, and then you just use your ruler to connect all the coordinate, then you should get a correct shape for frequency polygon. All right, so this one you just do it yourself. If you can't do it, just let me know. And then the one last part is they ask you to, based on the frequency polygon, find the percentage the vehicle is the speed is more than 90. So more than 90 later from your graph, actually you can find from the diagram here if you want, because if more than 90, yeah, they purposely actually ask you to find from there. Okay, it's fine. Yeah, later over here, you will draw until certain thing. Okay, just assume we actually draw look like this pattern. Okay, it doesn't matter. I just want to explain the concept. If more than 90, if here is 90, if more than 90, that means you have to plus all the frequency here. Okay, so if the question says more than 90, means you plus all the frequency here, all the ways to the 0. Yeah, then all the frequency you plus together, you should be able to get the final answer. If the question says less than 90, then you plus, here is less, here is more. That means you just draw a line on the 90, and then above the 90, you will see all the coordinate, you just sum them together. Yeah, I think that's all. Is there any problem before I actually end the virtual class? Yeah, for the Earth question, if we have time, maybe we will discuss it on the next Saturday. Okay, if there's no problem, then yeah, okay, I will stop the screen recording first. And then I will stop the screen sharing. Yeah, I guess if there's not much problem, I think that's all for the class today. And yeah, if if some of you actually attends my MF class, we have MF discussion about Terengganu paper 2 tomorrow, 8 to 10 p.m. at the same time. Yeah, I guess that's all for today. So yeah, if you miss out any part, actually the YouTube automatically upload this video within 30 minutes. Of course, I will upload another one by myself. So yeah, I guess that's all, and I hope you do find some helpful in my discussion. Okay, see you guys soon. Bye bye. Yeah, good night.